Welcome DDG 3240, Designing with Type, for the fall 2016 semester. I'm Professor McElroy and I'll be your instructor for the course. I'm going to go ahead and record a tutorial around Blackboard to start us for week 1 here. I have to say Designing with Type is my favorite. Using type as images, learning the type anatomy. It's easy to select an image to represent the idea, but it's much more challenging to select the appropriate typeface to deliver the message. So I love this class. I think everyone's going to really enjoy it. I can't tell you the number of students that complete the course and say they didn't realize how much fun they would have in typography class. So I think this is going to be really great. Now when you log on to your Blackboard section, you'll notice there is a Get Started tab, and in the Get Started tab you will see it has my basic information here. It has our Designing with Type syllabus for review, and it has our textbook for the class, which is this book right here. You can get it through eStore.hodges.edu. It's the TypeSense book. Really love this little book. It's got lots of great little anecdotes in it, and little things you might not have thought about in typography world before. And so let's go ahead to the announcement section. Now each week I will post our weekly announcement. I always do the academic achievement services. I'm going to update all of these to include our new welcome messages, and then I always like to include images and samples to kind of inspire you a little bit. So each week I'll post an announcement with our projects and maybe some inspirational pieces. Look at this typography, just absolutely beautiful, and kind of interesting articles and things that I find. So I'll post our week 1 coming up here and kind of kick us off. You'll notice that we also have our syllabus right here, which you also saw in the Get Started, and we'll have a coursework section. Right here, so weeks 1 and 2. We'll log in here real quick. I'm actually going to add a voice thread into our learning activity here. So learning activity is chapters 1 and 2 in your book for week 1. So I want you to go ahead and read those, and then we're going to tackle a couple little mini design projects. And I always love to include some presentations and some videos. So I have a typography video for you. I have a little presentation on type anatomy, and I have a little history of type presentation that talks about the big 7 typefaces. So we'll start with our 2 little mini projects here, which I have our descriptions of our projects attached here. So we're going to do a type poster project for learning activity 1 and a little mini project type anatomy flyer. So these are our 2 little mini projects for week 1 that you'll need to complete, and you can submit those as PDF files by clicking on the learning activity description. So that one there and that one there will generate the links for submitting the projects for me. The descriptions for what's required in the projects are found in the attached files. I am going to add another item too. This is a new technology for us. It's called the voice thread. So I can go in here and I can do designing with type. Introduce yourself. New voice thread project. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to add 10 points to this assignment, and I'm going to go ahead and browse the computer, and on the computer I'm going to find our syllabus, which is 3240, and I'm going to go ahead and submit. And you're going to notice it's going to generate a voice thread image here that I can actually click on. So you see this little introduction right here. I can do introduce yourself, and I'm going to click on this and it's going to launch our little thing. So I'm going to add an individual voice thread, and so I'm going to make this create a new voice thread, and so I'm going to go in here and I'm going to add our syllabus 3240, And you're going to notice it's going to generate introduce yourself designing with type, video recording introduction. And I'm going to go ahead and save that. And so now I'm going to share this with the class. And so now I'm going to return to the course and watch what happens. So in week 1, I want you to shoot a little introduction recording worth 10 points. So you click on the Designing with Type, and it's going to launch the player again, and it's going to launch right to our syllabus. And so you're going to notice right here is loading, loading, loading. Here's Designing with Type. I can click on my little comment area, and I'm going to record a little recording of me recording. And so I'm going to click here. It's going to do a countdown. Hello, this is Professor McElroy, your instructor for Designing with Type. Type is one of those things that I'm extremely passionate about. I love creating things out of letters, numbers, and symbols, like illustrations and objects. And then logo design, I love to make the symbol for the company out of letters, numbers, and symbols. So if it's a bicycle, maybe I'll make the bike out of letters to make the symbol of the bike business. Type is one of those vital skills that not everyone realizes how quite challenging it can be. I hope you guys have a great semester, and I look forward to having fun with typography. And so I'm going to go ahead and record that and save it. And you're going to notice my little AM is right here, and it's going to put my recording in there. And then each of you will be able to create your own little recording introducing yourself to the class. So this will be a week 1 assignment, and it'll be worth 10 points for you. So I'll go back into my learning activity, week 1 learning activity, and you'll notice that the thread is right down here for you to add a voice thread. Have a great week 1. I love this class. I can't wait to see what we generate, what we create, and let's use this new voice thread technology so we can have some really good interactivity between the students in the course. All right, have a great one. Bye.